Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we have a few topics to talk. It's about news and politics. And if you are not interested, maybe this is not a topic for you. Uh, we just get the news from Turkey that the Islamists in Turkey, they lost the election, and that mean actually a big defeat for the Islamist and for Erdogan. Uh, because if this is if today the election happened in Turkey, Erdogan will lose, and this will have a huge impact in the future election for Erdogan. This is why Erdogan, he was working hard trying to change the result of this election, because this is a big problem for him and for the Islamist propaganda in Turkey. A few months ago, when the supporters of the new mayor of Istanbul, they were protesting in the street in the Women Day, if you remember, when the Quran start recited in the mosque. They have it in the speakers as usual, the adhan, Allahu Akbar. All millions of people in the street, they start making noise, as like, you know, when you go in the football and you say "Roo," like, you know, you don't like it. So Erdogan, he was so upset, and the Islamists were so upset that in Turkey there's a lot of Turkish, they literally, they get disgusted when they hear the adhan. So he could not take it, and the Islamists could not take it, and then the disaster hit, and the man who is the enemy of the Islamist in Istanbul, he won the election. So Erdogan, he did not accept the result, and he decided to fight, and he accused corruption, blah blah blah, to make any excuse so he can redo the election. And the plan is very simple. We will do the re-election in a month, where people are going in vacation, all the students. Istanbul have a huge population of students, so it's a vacation time for school. Students, they will be away from their houses, and family, they will go away. So now, and those families, most of them, they are, you know, from the, we can call them the liberals of Turkey. And that will give a chance for an opportunity for the followers of the Islamist parties to win the election. But even though after all of this, still he was defeated. And as you see in the news, it says that you know, the winner is the other side of Turkey, the other side, which is not the one who don't favor Islam, and the one who do believe Islam is from the cave time, should not even be exist in the table. So this is the first news, which is a very good news actually. But for me, actually, I would like to see Erdogan winning for the coming election. You see, it's better to have an idiot running a nation, which can be very dangerous, from somebody is smart. So idiot is the best. And I say the best thing happened to Europe, it was Erdogan. Because if it's not Erdogan, maybe Turkey by now, by many idiots in the European Union, is going to be inside European Union. So by having Erdogan, Turkey did not enter European Union. So thank you, Erdogan. Now we go to the other thing. We know that Iranian, and when talking about Iranian, we're talking about the Islamist regime. As you see, this is the president. The president himself is a sheikh, is a mullah, you know. Last meeting for the lawmakers, if we can say there is a lawmakers in Iran, which is funny. What lawmaker? How you can make a law in Iran? That's a good one. I thought you have the law of Allah. Why you want to make lawmaker? I mean, isn't it funny? They have the law of Allah, and yet they want a lawmaker. Why you need to make a law if you have a law? Like, hello? But anyway, let it go. It's just like to show that we are democratic, and blah, 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 you know, like in the garbage. But who dare to say no? I mean, everybody say yes. And look, all of them, they chant death to America. And here you can tell how the cult of Islam bring savagery into a nation. Imagine if we shout death to Iran. in America. I mean, how disgusting that is. Even if we go in war with them, we would not say that. So this is how savage this cult is. You shout death to a nation and nobody complain. Yeah, this is Islam, my friend. This is Islam. Death to the kuffar, death to the Jews, death to the atheist, death to the gays, death to the lesbian, death to anyone that agree with us. That is Islam. So you will notice here they don't have a shame to say and to do such an act. If Trump, he says death to Iran, you will see how many in American they will eat him alive. You know. So here yesterday we were talking about savagery. You remember? We talk about the savage and the one who not savage. When you are a savage, you win a war. In the time of war, savage always win. Let me explain to you. You as a Christian, you don't believe in violence. And then there is an army coming to fight you. And your priest says to you that Jesus says, turn the other cheek. Which, by the way, this is wrong verse to use for such a case. But this is what they do. All the churches, they say to you, Jesus says, turn your cheek. But turn your cheek is not the case in the war, you idiot. What turn your cheek? No, Jesus says, let the enemy rape your wife, take your children into slavery. He did not say that. This is about, you know, in the time of Jesus, there was a law. If you hit somebody in a certain cheek, he go to jail. It might be funny, but this is the law. So what Jesus is saying to you live in a society, you live in a civil society, turn your cheek and let the police take care. Because now if he hit you, he go to jail. You live in a country, you have an order. But this is not about war. It's about turning a cheek, not to give your neck to somebody to kill you. And don't fight evil by evil. What does that mean? You know, you see some Christian teachers, they always try to make, you know, like Jesus, he just says, let everybody kill you. Whoever want to kill you, kill you. This is absolutely false. This is a big fat lie. The Old Testament is part of the, it's the same as, it's a continues with the New Testament. So if you don't believe who is the God of the Christians, then go and read the Old Testament. And Jesus, he says, I came to fulfill, not to destroy. So Jesus nowhere says, let them rape your wives and etc. just to stay watching. Actually, if you do that, you are no Christian. A Christian who don't defend his country is no Christian. A Christian who don't defend his family is no Christian. A Christian who don't stand against evil, he is no Christian. Let us say you are walking in the street and you see somebody raping a woman, even if she's a Muslim. If you watch and you don't do something to stop the rapist, you are no Christian. Even if she is from Iran and she is a Muslim, and we have war with them, still you have to defend that woman, because this is what Christians do. Fox 400, behave, otherwise I will ban you. So here you see the Iranian parliament, which is nothing but a bunch of mullahs chanting death to America, and usually death to America and death to Israel. But this is not new for savagery religion who teach such a hate and violent. Nothing new. Muhammad, he said that before them. Now the one who ran the country is not the president. The president is just chosen by the big mullah. The big mullah himself is the one who chose who was going to be the president. You see in Iran, they say to you, we have election, but in fact they don't have election. The big mullah, Ayatollah al-Khomeini, and whoever came after him, Khomeini is dead right now. So the inheritance of him, who take as a chair, he choose a bunch of guys and he say, okay, choose one of them, which mean whatever he chose, this is his choice at the end. All right. So there is no election. This is a country run by the sword, run by Islamist terrorists who kill anyone who oppose them. And then the American, they are trying to deal with this regime. But you see, the American, they have a problem. American are not educated about the cult of Islam very much. They think fighting Islamist is the same as just fighting terrorists, just shoot a terrorist. But this is not how you fight a terrorist. War with the terrorism start with the idea before the gun. And those who run the country of Iran, they have a terrorist mentality, not a government mentality. So what the American they do, uh, what the American they do, they think they are fighting a government, or they are dealing with the government. Guys, don't change my topic. I'm talking about something. Somebody will talk about my book. The other one talk about. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with people. We please let us be mature. When we have a topic, focus with a topic. If you are interested, leave. So, American and all Western, they always see things as hamburger. You know, hamburger like America. Everybody, American, they eat McDonald's, so they think everybody eat McDonald's. American, they have you know, everybody have 2-3 cars in his house. You know, people live in a most likely, like in most places, a comfortable life. Everything is cheap, so they think you know, the same. Everybody live the same. Everybody eat the same. Everybody feel the same. Everybody believe in the same. And this is how the ignorance of the American impact in anything happen in the in around. So they went to Afghanistan. They think if they build a school in Afghanistan, they can change Afghanistan. This is how stupid they are. They think if they give a donation and they build roads and airport, Afghanistan will become Germany. This is how stupid they are. The same, they went to Iraq and they spent billions of dollars building, not destroying, but nobody will remember what the American did in Iraq. You see, they remember that America came and make a war, but the fact America spent trillions of dollars in Iraq trying to change the country. They thought this is Germany, but those idiots do not know that as long as Islam is there, Germany will never happen again. Germany, when it came out of the war, America rebuilt Germany and they invested heavily and they helped the German to build their country. So we have Germany today. Those are not Germany and they will never be. So the stupidity of the American is beyond imagination. And always they think they can change a country in like a switch. Like, you know, people there, they don't want this and etc. And we can go there and we take the regime and that's it. They don't know that all of Afghanistan is either Taliban Shia or Taliban Sunni, which mean all of them they are radical and all of them they are Islamist, and all of them they are drug dealers. And now in Iran, I have to say that Iran is not the same situation as Afghanistan or even Iraq. In Iran, there's a huge population who is anti-Islam, which is good. But still, when you go against such a country run by mullahs, you have to think by the way they think. You know, if we go to the Muslim Brotherhood website, and I'm talking about the Muslim Brotherhood website because Muslim Brotherhood, they are the babies of the Iranian mullahs. I want to show you the logo. All right. This is here. Let us put it in the screen. All right. This is the logo of the Muslims Brotherhood. What do you see in the screen? You see Quran, 2 swords, and then down there is a word in Arabic. Those who speak Arabic, they knew how to read. It says wa'iddu. Just one word, wa'iddu. This is the constitution of Muslims and Islam. I'm saying, when I say Muslims, I'm saying those who believe in Islam. Otherwise, why you call somebody a Muslim if you don't believe in Islam, right? Same as why you call somebody Christian if he is not a Christian. Wa'iddu, what does that mean? That can be found in the Quran in chapter 8 verse number 60. Let us find it. All right. Chapter 8, verse number 60. What the verse saying? Do you see what the verse is? So when Islamist countries speak about war or speak about peace, all their agenda is make ready for them whatever force and string of horses you can, so you can install terror in the heart of the enemy of Allah, not God. The word God does not exist here, it's Allah. So this is the logo, wa'iddu. But many European countries until now, they don't consider, actually not even one of them, consider Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization. Why? Because Europeans are stupid, silly, and they have the mentality of Europe. You see, there is somebody, he live inside a box, and he cannot get out of the box, and the box is the box of Europe, where everybody believe in a human right, and everybody is equal, and everybody is okay, but they will not, and they cannot accept that there is somebody believe in such a way in the 2019. But this is the truth. You know what I mean? The logo of the Muslim Brotherhood is the logo of 2019. It is the same as it was to 1960 or 65 or in the 50. This is their logo, and this is the logo of Muhammad. Make ready, wa'iddu. So all their target is prepare to fight the infidels. We go back to Iran. Iranian, they are no different. This is why Iranian, they are the number one sponsor for Hamas. Hamas is a Muslim Brotherhood, and they are Sunni. How the Shia support the Sunni? It doesn't matter. Here you see, those Sunni organization, they are not really Sunni. They are Sunni in the flag, but they are Shia in the finance. And that telling you who is in charge. When the Muslim Brotherhood, they won the election in Egypt, the first country, Morsi, the one who died just 2 days ago in jail, the first country he went to, it was Iran. Why? Because this is where the boss live. So he is a president of Egypt, yet the first trip is to Iran here. Because Muslim Brotherhood, they are just another branch of Hezbollah, but it is a Sunni branch. So the Shia here, you see the Shia Muslim, they are very smart. They even were able to make Sunni work for their agenda. Sunni, you see how smart they are? They are really smart, and they practice taqiyya very well. So the Iranian, they practice taqiyya, they say we don't want to have a nuclear weapon. It's against Islam to have a nuclear weapon. Yeah, right. It's against Islam. Why? Isn't it your prophet says kill all the infidels? And now the American, they are trying to deal with this regime. And after many years, the regime is taking over Iran. I think more than 40 years now. The American, they are talking about Iran as if it is a country just exists yesterday, and the regime is taken over just last year. Here you see the lack of intelligence, and I'm talking about intelligence as a CIA and etc., and the lack of intelligence of the leaders. So look what they did. Trump, he put sanctions in Iran. Okay, so now we surrounded Iran by sanctions. Iran cannot buy, Iran cannot sell, Iran, and then we send little tiny airplane in the top of the shore close to Iran. And then the Iranian, they shot this airplane who is flying here. Have you ever heard of a stupid country send his airplane without protection? Welcome to America. Because they are so proud of how strong they are, they said to themselves, who dare to shoot our airplane? Iran will do? No way. The Iranian, because they understand that the American are a bunch of foolish, especially those who are in the White House, including Trump, they understand that they are not ready for war, because they are not expecting the Iranian to do something. They shot the airplane. And what the result? Trump, he did not do any action because he cannot. He have no army anywhere. You see, all what they have in Iraq is little. They have little here in Syria. And actually, those are a problem. They are not even to help. Because now, if they start a war in here with Iran, the Shia in Iran, the Iraq, they will attack them. They will attack those little pieces of American, which is very few, small, tiny bases. And even they might slaughter hundreds of American because they cannot fight. You know, you are little few hundred soldiers. What you can do? So those are now hostages, actually, unless Trump he moved them away. And now last week, after the attack, Trump he start moving those out of Iraq and out of Syria, which means Trump is preparing to attack Iran. But because he knew his weakness, he cannot start attacking, and he have those few soldiers exist in Syria and exist in, especially in Iraq. In Syria, you know, they have the Kurdish huge number, so they can stand against any attack. But a few soldiers in Iraq, they cannot fight hundreds of thousands of Shia militant, and we are talking about literally about hundreds of thousands, not few thousands. So now the idiot Trump and the White House and the American, they notice that they cannot respond to Iran as long they have you know, hostages in Iraq. When I say hostages, not literally, but it is close to be hostages. So now they start moving them out, which means the attack will happen in Iran as soon as they get rid of all those who they are in risk in Iraq or in Syria. So when the attack will happen, same time Trump, because he wants himself to look like he's a good guy, you know, advisor, they told him, if you hit anyway, that will make you lose. They will attack us in Baghdad on you know, in the embassy. We don't have enough protection there, and we will make you lose. You know, you might lose election. So always Western leaders, they favor election over countries and victories. Don't you think somebody's asking? Let me see the comment. Don't you think that the United States did it in purpose for agenda? You don't think they are going to retaliate? Yeah, what I'm saying, that Trump, he did not respond to show the American, you see, I am not rushing to war. He will go, they attack us. So now Trump, he made a big propaganda of himself as he is a peacemaker. They told me there is more than 150 people will be killed. This is why I did not. The fact, this is absolutely big fat lie. You know, this is not the reason, have nothing to do with the reason, but they took advantage. Okay, we cannot retaliate anyway. So let us say we are peacemakers, and this will make the Trump, he's a president who is trying his best to avoid war. Here we go, they hit us, I did not hit. So when he hit, nobody can blame him that he rushed into war, because already, look, the Iranian, they did many attacks already. They burned two oil like carriers in the Gulf. They attacked the American drone. They shot already many missiles at American bases in Iraq. So already they are attacking, you know. And Trump, he is trying to make himself as a peacemaker. He is not going to go to war. But the fact, this is not the reason. They are not ready. You see, we are talking about the whole country is there. This is Iran. So Iranian, they do not need to mobilize an army. They are there. It's their land. While the American, they have nothing. They have a base in Qatar, but this is not enough to go in war with such a country, big country like Iran. So the Iranian are ready for war. The American are not. In the same time, the European, they don't want America to go in war, because all what the European want is the oil. They don't care what happened in Iran. And if the war started, this place here will be closed. This area, at least for some time, where most of the oil come from. All right. No, this is not will be war. No, this is the opposite actually. No, because you see, many countries actually they will go against Iran. You see, all the friends of Iran, they will leave Iran. Let me tell you something about Middle Eastern. Middle Eastern, they are your friends, as long you are strong. The second you have a stomach pain, they let you have your diarrhea alone. I hope I did not make it so ugly. So the second Iran go in war, nobody will say hello to Iran. Trust me in that. Especially they knew who is the one who going to win. The Russian, they don't care for. Actually, the Russian, they want the war with Iran because this is for their benefit. You know, because then they will get rid of them of Syria and they will have the whole cake alone. Because now Iran is competing the Russian in Syria, and Syria is a big cake for the Russian. So the war in Iran is a big yummy for the Russian because the stupid Iranian government mullahs, they have no other one to buy weapon from except the Russian, and they will lose all their billions in the pocket of the Russian. And then the American too, they will make a lot of billions from the Arab who have to buy weapon. Now they are buying weapon, and look how stupid the American again. Just 2 days ago, they voted that we should not sell weapon to Saudi Arabia. How you are going to go in war with Iran, and then the one who will stand with you against Iran in the war, you don't let him get the weapon? I mean, stupidity is amazing. They just voted 2 days ago. 2 days ago, that Emirat and Saudi Arabia should not get weapon. Okay, now you will go in war with Iran. Who is going to fight Iran? You need those. You need their land, you need their country, and giving them weapon. You know, you are going to use this weapon. What about they let somebody else buy it and shoot it for you? You know what I mean? I mean, American are really dummy, hilarious dummy. So because of a human right in Saudi Arabia, we will not sell them weapons. Since when? So you sell weapon to Pakistan? In Pakistan, there is a human right. Hello? In Qatar, there is a human right. In Jordan, there is a human right. Who is the one who have a human right? The Egyptian have a human right. Where the Egyptian? I mean, American are very silly people. Because Trump, he want to sell the Democrat, and even the Democrat, like the Republican, which is, they are not really Republican. Most of them, they are really Democrat. They oppose the president. They're just trying to put rocks in the front of his way, whatever he want to do. So now they forbid the Saudian to get American weapon. Okay, so now you want to go in war with Iran, and the Saudi obviously doesn't have enough weapon, and the Emirati doesn't have enough weapon. Otherwise, why you are buying weapon? The war will need a lot of weapon. So now the Saudi and the Emirati, they say, okay, well, if we go in war, how we will fight if the stupid American are not saying us weapon? We will shoot what? Tomato? So American, they are people who live in different galaxy. You know, they don't really have understanding of the Middle East, because still you think as an American. You know, we are not the same. We think differently, we talk differently, our culture is different, and the religion is different there. So the American, they cannot and they will not understand the mentality of those nations. And if you don't understand the mentality of your enemy, that's mean you are stupid and you are a fool. Now what will happen, I believe, that Trump is preparing himself to attack Iran, because the attack will happen. And the reason the attack will happen, because Iranian, they are out of food. To make it simple, Trump, he is putting even more sanctions on Iran tomorrow. Already the country is a struggling big deal. So Iran, they notice that if we don't go in war with America, then at least they will not go in war. They will try to make a war to make them look good in front of their people, but not a big war. You know, like now what they did, like they shot that drone. So in front of the people in Iran, you know, Allahu Akbar, see, our country is stronger, brother. And even there's many Arab, they are shouting and praising Iran for what they did. And the American did not respond. So that's mean the American are coward, the Iranian are brave. This is how they see it. So the Iranian, when you have people inside, they are hungry. The only way to silence them is war. As an example, I will take you to a different country. Syria. The president of Syria, His father ruled before him, I think, 30 years something. Syria is not a poor country, by the way. They have a lot of oil, but the regime is corrupt. All the money is in the pocket of the government leaders, specifically the family of the president. They are billionaires. So, okay, why we don't have jobs? We are having war with Israel. Okay, why we don't have electricity? We are having war with Israel. Okay, why the streets are bad? We have war with Israel. Why things is we have war with Israel? Like, I mean, come on. But he don't ever have war with Israel. When the last time you have war with Israel? 1973. So they use an enemy to shut down anyone will complain about the situation, and this is exactly what happened in Iran. They need death to America so the regime of Iran can live. If there's no America and there's no Israel, okay, what is the agenda now? What we will say to the Iranian? Death to who? China? You know what I mean? So death to America is a solution. Is not really the target. It's just like for local consuming. Okay, say death to America, Allahu Akbar, death to Israel, and okay, and then everybody, okay, go hungry home. Because as you see, we are doing jihad for Allah. Come on, we have to struggle. And if you ask what is the name of the party, or let us say the major party in Iran, Hezbollah. What Hezbollah mean? Anyone knows what Hezbollah mean? You heard of Hezbollah in Lebanon, right? You heard of Hezbollah in Lebanon. Hezbollah in Lebanon is the same as Hezbollah in Iraq, is the same as Hezbollah in Iran. Okay, what is that Hezbollah? Where the name is coming from? That's from the Quran. If we go in the Quran, here we go. It says, chapter 5, verse 56, Hezbollah. And then we find there is Hezbollah and there's Hizb al-Shaitan, the party of Shaitan. Hizb mean in Arabic party. Chapter 58, verse number 19. You will see it says that those who Shaitan control them, those are the Hizb of Shaitan. So Quran teach that there's two Hizb, two parties. There is Satan party and there is Allah party. If you go down just 3 verse more, you will see in the same chapter 58, verse number 22, where it says that those are the party of Allah. See here the translation, he used God party. That's false. It doesn't say that. It says Hezbollah. Surely Hezbollah are the one who will win. So the Iranian Shia, they choose from the Quran a verse to call the name of their party Hezbollah, which means they are from the party of Allah, and you are the party of Shaitan. So according to the Shia Mullah regime, the war is not about oil, is not about etc. It's about Hezbollah, the party of Allah, and the party of Shaitan. Let us change the translation, or I mean the translator. See, this is more accurate. They are the party of Allah, and the party of Allah are the one who will succeed. All right? And you, whatever you are a Hindu, you are a Buddha, you are a Christian, you are a Jew, you are atheist, it doesn't matter. You are from the party of Shaitan. Somebody saying you are a good example to take. Hold on. I want to show you what a Muslim he said. I welcome Muslims, by the way, to make a comment. Feel free. If you like to call me, I will take your call too. You are a great example. Nothing. I mean, your name is that this is not for me, maybe. I don't know. He says أنت مثال جيد عن انتقاء الآيات خارج عن السياق آيات ذكرتها تطبيق جميع الأوقات وجميع الكفار. So this guy is saying that those verses you are mentioning is not about all the kuffar. This is about a certain time. That's a big fat lie. Prove me wrong. Isn't it the Quran says you fight them until the judgment day? What's wrong with you? I mean, look how the Muslims, you see, always when I speak to Muslims, I find that the Muslims answers are naive answers. Either they are choose to be like they play dumb, like I do not know, like I'm silly and I know it, or you know and you're lying. Which one is you? How many verses in the Quran I can show you right now that Allah He says you have to fight them until the judgment day? When Muslims lie. Remember, when you are talking about Islam, you are talking in the presence of a Christian prince. You can make those lies in the front of a naive American who have no idea what are you talking about. You talk to me, you talk to me, you have to watch carefully what do you say, otherwise people will make fun of you. All the Quran is speaking about fighting the kuffar, and this is until the judgment day. Do you like to call me? The guy who said do you like to call me? If you like, just let me know. You know, I will open just a Skype for you. I don't know, like, you know, sometime you find uh, you find the answers of those who have no answers is very naive. It's like somebody he just, you know, they are copy paste. They are not even thinking. Somebody heard somebody saying, etc. You know. Yeah. So we take and, you know, and we say whatever just to defend Islam. But you have to be careful. All days is over. Now, so the Quran speak about Hizbullah and speak about Hizb Shaitan, the party of Shaitan. In the same time, the Quran speak about we have to fight the kuffar until the judgment day, and there is no exception, which means all the kuffar is kuffar. All the kuffar are kuffar, and we have to fight them. If we ask the Muslims, how you want to fight America? By Allahu Akbar, Hizbullah, and people who want to do suicide bombing. The mullahs of Iran, they were chanting death to America. But don't we know that if America decide can destroy Iran in less than 5 seconds? Is that true? Few seconds. So this war is not really is not for the best of anyone from those who they are from the other side of America. So what this war is about? The Iranian, they bet in one thing, that because you are coming from a civil nation, you will not be savage with them, which means they bet in your mercy to win the war. You know what I mean? To win the war, they bet in your mercy that you will not be savage and you will not nuke us. Like now, the Russians are fighting the terrorists in Syria, but the Russian can destroy all this area in a second. So what they bet in? They bet in that not to be savage. The Muslims, they say to you, death to you, we want to kill you, Allahu Akbar, but in the same time in their heart they say, thank God those are Christians, they are not practicing the savagery of the Prophet Muhammad, otherwise they will nuke us and they will finish us in 2 seconds. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the logic? They knew they are no match. They knew they are so weak. Al-Qaeda, they want to fight America, but they knew that if the American, they can whip all of Afghanistan from the map. as easy as making a phone call. But because they knew they will not do that, so they want to fight you and they keep fighting you. So yesterday we spoke about being a savage. Winning a war is about being a savage, not about being a human right fighter. In the West, they go to war, but in the same time they want to play like the Three Musketeer, who have honor. This is right and this is wrong. You know, like now there's in jail in America, there's soldiers who shot Al Qaeda who was injured. How you shoot somebody is injured? You cannot. He's Al Qaeda. No, you cannot shoot him. So you send your babies to war and then you say to them, don't kill the enemy. You know what I mean? So this is why you cannot win a war like this. War is a war. War is about what? It's not about a human right. War is about winning and losing. So why you go to war? Just to give them a hug. So American soldiers, when they go in war, a soldier, he cannot just shoot. You shoot, they will take you to jail. The other side, he can shoot everybody. He can cut your head. He make a video of it. Allahu Akbar, you know, the victory. So they can do whatever they want, and the other side can do nothing. And this is the weakness of America. And this is the weakness of the West. And Iran, the mullahs of Iran, they understand that very well. That those American, those Western are stupid. They want to fight us, but they cannot fight, but they cannot use their weapon. So how they can win? Are you getting my point? How you can win? They want to fight us, but they cannot use their weapon. Actually, if we make one of those liberals in the Congress now, there's a woman. She is a Congress woman, and she said we should stop using gas. We stop using airplanes, and because the Earth is going to die in 12 years. So imagine now we want to fight Iran and we cannot use gas. We cannot use airplanes. We cannot use the fuels for missiles. I mean, those people are perfect, genius. I mean, we need those. We need those. Those are the genius of America. You know, I mean, how in the world those American even they elect such a woman? This is how naive the American is. American just put somebody in TV for them and make a party support them, and then they follow the party blindly. Whatever this like, okay, I'm a Democrat, I'm Democrat. I vote Democrat always. Doesn't matter what they say, even if they do 24 hours poo-poo. So everybody will love to see America without airplanes. China will be happy, very happy. I mean, so I'm trying just to explain to you how they see us. Like maybe some of you are not American, but how those Muslims they see us. In Iran, they see American are a bunch of fool. I'm just being honest with you. This is exactly how they see the American. They are just a bunch of fool, and all what they care about is winning election, not about winning the country. Right? This is the truth. And as long you have people who they are mentality is about winning election, you will never win. And I will give you another example. Israel. The Israeli Obama, he left the sanctions with Iran. Obama, he should not do that. Okay, will Israel have an opportunity to destroy all the facilities of Iran for more than 30 years before Obama even was in high school? Why did not do it? The answer is very simple. They have the same mentality in the West. They don't have leaders, they have politicians who want to win election. So if we attack, always the one, if you make a war, you will lose in the election, generally speaking, especially if the war is not is going to bring problem. But if you attack Iran at that time, you can destroy all their nuclear facilities, and it will take them 100 years to build it back. But because they are coward who seek no victory for their country, they seek only election. They attack Hezbollah, they attack Hamas. Before they finish the thing, People start protesting, and the prime minister he withdraw because he fear now to lose the election. So they are not really going to win a war. That's why Hamas is growing, because Israel is fueling Hamas, because when you attack and you don't finish the job, you make it bigger. The same they did in Lebanon. Overnight, Israel withdraw from the south of Lebanon, and then by doing that, Hezbollah here announced victory. Okay, we kicked Israel, but the fact they did not kick Israel. The one who kicked Israel is the Jews themselves, who decide to run away for election purpose, just for election purpose. So they made Hezbollah grow and make Hezbollah so powerful. The same as what happened in Beirut. When Hezbollah hit a center for the Marines and killed more than 200 Marines, do you know what the coward American did? They run. And that make Hezbollah exist. If the American they finish Hezbollah at that time, they killed 200 of you, and you do nothing. And this is the president with the American. They say he was one of the greatest. His name is Ronald Reagan. I don't know what is great about him. So they are the one who make them grow. Hezbollah at that time, it was a small seed, like 500 fighters. How an army like America go? They killed 200 of you. Don't you go after the one who killed them? No. They escape, and they make Hezbollah became very popular. Actually, the first suicide bombing was done by the Shia, not by the Sunni, and that was in Beirut. No, it's your fight, my friend. It's your fight. You see, here we go. We just saw an American, a person saying it is not our fight. Who said it's not? So why you are there now? Why you are back after 40 years? It was your fight from the beginning. This is how the mentality. You see, this is not our fight. They killed 200 of you. If it is not your fight, after they killing 200 of you, it's not your fight still. So what they need to kill like 2,000? That will make it your fight, or 2 millions. So you know, this is the mentality of the naive American. It's not our fight. No, it is your fight. Their constitution is death to America, death to Israel. It is your fight. This is what they shout every morning. Every morning. So what do you mean it's not your fight? It's the fight of who? The Russian, they would defend you? This is the fight of who? Not our fight. No, how I hate America? I am an American and I serve in the USA Army. I'm just speaking about the stupid politics of America and the stupid mentality of the American. You see, guys, when you say the truth, they say to you, you hate America. I hate America. How I will hate America? But American, they cannot see somebody saying what is happening. If you say it, it's mean you hate America. You are the one who made them grow. Your stupid American leaders make them grow. Reagan, even George Bush. George Bush, he gave Iraq as a gift for the Shia in Iran. The idiot George Bush. Iraq was controlled by the Sunni. He made a war. And what happened? He took the Sunni from Iraq and he gave them the Shia. So now what we have, look what we have in the map. By the help of George Bush, peace upon him. We have this country is Shia. This country is Shia, huge country. And now we have Iraq is Shia. And now we have Syria controlled by Shia. And now we have half of Lebanon controlled by Shia. So Iran arrive here. You see the borders of Iran right now? The real borders of Iran. This is the real border of Iran. They are in the borders of Israel. Do you understand me? because of the help of the stupid American. And now Hezbollah not only exists in Iran, exist all those places. All you can highlight all this area territory with red. All of this is Hezbollah. And not only that, I have a surprise for you. Because Obama, he gave Iran billions of dollars and he left the sanctions so he made the beast breathe finally. So Iran now have bases, huge ones, in Yemen, thanks to Obama. Thanks to Prophet Obama, who the stupid liberals, they start saying he is the Messiah, cursing God. They are here, controlling this country, almost in full. Not only that, Hezbollah now, he have base in Niger, in Chad, in Sudan, in Nigeria, in Central Africa, in Cameroon, and in Kenya, and for sure working in more, thanks to America, because it's not our war. So, you know, there is someone, he's saying, I want to cut your hand. Okay, cut my hand. Take care. Take my leg too. I will get one from eBay. What? Where else can you give a little help? So many. I don't understand you, my friend. King, I don't know what you mean. So as you see, the American, by their stupid propaganda, because they don't have politics, they have propaganda. They have propaganda of the Republican, propaganda of the Democrat. And what happened in America, propaganda of Democrat take you the left 180 degree, and then the propaganda of the Republican come, and then America move 180 degree, and after 8 years what we will find? Zero. Let me make it simple for you. This is how politics work in USA. So now we have a president who is supposedly a Republican, right? Okay. So this Republican, he is here, let us say, in the middle. This is when the first day he started his job. So now after he started his job in that day, he start walking right. So he go right and he walk like, let's say 4,000 miles, and then the Democrat, they win the election, let us say after 8 years, and they will walk the same distance extreme to the left, which means nothing changed. We are back to zero. You know what I mean? This is why American, they will never progress in any move as long they have two-party system. While in Russia, they have one party. Since 20 years, they are moving in one direction. So they passed, we are not in the zero, they passed the North Pole, they passed the South Pole, they are in the moon, while the Americans still in zero. Stupidity. Welcome to America. And this is one of the weakness of what is called democracy. Democracy have a big weakness. All right. You don't trust Putin. I trust Putin, at least for his country. I don't trust American to do good for their countries. Have you ever heard of a country they don't want to have borders? Just to show you how silly American are. Who in the world don't want to have security in his borders? I mean, even donkeys, they have they like elephants. If you get close to them, they defend. They will not let you go and join, like just get in. American, they don't want to have borders. I mean, they are mad. Which mean Al-Qaeda, they can just walk across the borders of Mexico and jump in your home. I'm actually surprised until now they did not attack us with dirty bombs or something, because here Mexico is open. American are crazy. I never heard of a country don't want to have borders. So why you have, okay, what, so okay, just tell all Chinese, everybody come to America. Should take the border, take keep the airport just for people to land in. The whole world will come to you. California is bankrupt because of immigrants. So we have a very silly mentality in America. You know, American, they treat America as a hamburger McDonald's restaurant. They killed the spirit of loving the country between the children. If somebody he wear a shirt that says I love America, they kick him out from the school. If somebody have the flag of Iraq or Mexico, he's welcome. A country like this will never win a war with anyone, because you don't have people love your country no more. In all democratic society, I mean in the Democrat, they teach you that only losers they join the army. So me, when I joined the USA Army, I'm a loser. Okay, so why any kid wanna join the army if this is the mentality that only losers? And this is what Obama, by the way, Obama, who became a president, he said, and you can go search it in YouTube. He said only losers join USA Army. So my friend, when we have the Russian, they are so proud about their nationality, about their country. They are willing to die for it. You have people who teach their children that it's a shame to say I'm an American. It's disgusting. America is disgusting. You know what? If I am a president, anyone who will burn the American flag, I will take in his citizenship. I will change the law. Anyone who don't like America, I will ship him free shipping and handling. I will pay for the ticket to send him whatever he want. Strip him from citizenship, and you're not welcome. You hate America? Get out. You are born here, not born here, I don't care. Democrat, they always teach hate against their own country. America today is disgusting. We are building camps in the borders. Okay, take them to your homes. Who is going to pay for those? The whole world will come to America. You know what I mean? This is the mentality of the Western. And by the way, this is not only in America. As you see, people, they are in Germany, Europe, they are suffering from the same problem. Shish kebab mentality. They are hippies. Hippies, you know? Hippie without panty. There's no panty. The panty is gone. And this is why Iran, they are laughing at you. Okay, they hate you, you cannot do nothing. Because you have a hippie leaders. You have more, the majority in your Congress are hippie. Your Congress now is busy focusing in about making a bathroom mix between female and male. I mean, look what we are talking about, and look what those people are busy about. Huh. Hippies, right? Faris is here. Faris, yesterday he left a message for me. Do you know that Faris, he left a message for me? Look what Faris, he said to me yesterday. I hate you. Christian Prince. He want to say I hate you. I hate you as much as I hate my life. I just wanted you to know that. That's a perfect example of a real believer in Islam. Thank you, my friend. I don't hate you. I think you are leaving Islam. This is why you are so upset from me. All those who left Islam, they are so upset from me, and they hate me in the beginning, and then they say, we love you, my friend, and thank you. Yeah, because he come here, listen, and he cannot leave. Do you notice? They are addicted to listen to me. They reject me, they are fighting me, but they cannot leave. They are glued in the floor because this guy is saying the truth, and they leave Islam sooner or later. That is the truth. He's not a kid. This guy is like 40 years old. He's not a kid. He called himself Faris the kid, but he's not a kid. Don't think he's a kid. Anyway, so what will happen now with Iran? This is what I am guessing. Trump, he got his propaganda published that he is a person who is a peacemaker. He don't want to go in war. But the fact, because as we said, he is not ready. America don't have enough troops, don't have enough weapon to be ready to launch a war, which even if it's, you call it limited, but it might be not limited. So in order to get ready for such a thing, you have to be prepared. If you remember the war in Iraq, it took 6 months for American army to be deployed, and they sent 250,000 troops. America now, they will never do that again. They need to deploy weapon, high technology, all the way to Saudi Arabia, which is very strategic area and far away from Iran a little bit, which mean, you see, because if you place your weapon so close to the enemy, that will make it risky, because it's going to make it harder to shoot down their missiles. But if you place your weapon, let us say an airport here, like as an example in Saudi Arabia, and I know Saudi Arabia very well, maybe more than America. During the war with the Kuwait, they have a base in Arar, you know. They have a base in Riyadh, they have a base in Jeddah, they have a base even in Jizan. So they put troops all over. So what the American now is doing, and this is what I believe, they are deploying troops, but secretly, and those troops are not to ground troops as much as it is high-tech troops. Let us say attack a drone, the one is armed, not like the one they shot down. Airplanes, special kind of missiles, heavy duty. So the weapon is going to be used, is not going to base on numbers, is going to be based on technology. But they cannot launch such a thing until they deploy everything and they have enough for what can be unexpected, which means big war. So they might launch an attack, and I believe maybe in a few weeks from now, maximum, Trump, he will do something. And I think this is what will happen. I said that last time. The American, when they are ready for war in that territory, and now they are not, they will send one of their toys, which is without man in it, just a toy, and he will fly, and they will fly here in purpose, getting close to the Iranian borders, and the Iranian, they will shoot it. Is going to be a trap. The second the Iranian they shoot it this time, the American they will shoot. So Trump, he will do the same exactly what the Iranian want. The Iranian want to show themselves that they are strong, shoot another airplane, and Trump do nothing. But this time Trump, he would do. And let us see if this will happen, and if my the way I analyze things is correct. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is what will happen. Faris, you want to call me? Where is Faris? If Faris, you want to call me? Are you sure, Faris? Did you take permission from your parents, Faris? Okay, Faris, I will turn Sky for you. Oh no. Yeah, you know, Muslims, they get so angry from me for sure. I mean, look, I destroyed their cult in 2 seconds, and nobody can debate me, and nobody can answer me. So why you blame Faris? You know, I don't blame him. And last time he called me, he said, I don't know, I need to ask, I do not know. I did not say I am a person of knowledge. All right, here we go. Faris is trying to call me already. Actually, my Skype was not on, Faris. Okay, let's see now. Let me be sure my mic is working in Skype. All right, here we go. All right, Faris, here we go.
Hello, Sikri. How are you doing?
Yes, Faris, how are you?
Doing great. You were discussing about this, some kind of political. Can I join with you about this one?
Sure, but first, why you said to me yesterday you hate me very much? Faris? Hello? What happened to Faris? Faris is using the internet of the neighbors, as most of the Muslims. Call me back, Faris. Call me. And try not to switch the neighbor. Try the other neighbor internet. I mean, why this neighbor specifically? Is that like he is the most close to you, or this is the only password you know?
This connection loss.
Yeah, I know. It's a weak connection. So,
Of course.
Faris,
Yes.
before you go and
Yeah.
join me, why yesterday you said you
Yeah.
hate me very much? Why you said that?
Because what you're doing, really.
What I'm
Because
doing?
I'll
Like,
be
okay,
honest
tell me,
with
what is the problem? What
you.
I'm doing? Tell me.
Now you're doing a lot of, I would say, bad things. I mean,
Like,
insulting the Islam about bad
okay,
words, this and that.
okay.
And
Did you
you
find?
can prove
Okay, hold on. Did I lie
it.
about anything I said, or I show the proofs and the reference in the screen?
No. It's not about that. You see, whenever you would like to prove Islam is wrong, I have no problem with that, really. As a matter of fact, I will be much more happy. But you see, the problem is whenever you're doing that, you're doing some with bad words. That's why we cannot
Like what?
stay and listen.
Like what? Like what?
I cannot say bad words, really. But you're
Like
saying
what? Like
about
what? No, tell
Islam,
me. You
about
have to
God,
help me. Like you
about.
help me. Like what? Such? You say Muhammad is a liar? When he's a liar?
You see, I will leave those. You see, this lie or whatever you're saying, like
Thief?
those are. I mean,
Thief?
low.
He's a thief.
I cannot say
Okay, a
this.
rapist?
No.
He's a rapist. So prove me wrong.
I would
So
not.
if you see,
You see,
those
Christian
are
friends,
not bad words, my
basically,
friend. Those are not
you're
bad words. If
always
I say to
controlling
you, you
conversation.
are a
Come on.
thief, listen. If I say this guy is a thief and he is a thief, I am not saying a bad word. I'm just describing who he is.
You see, the thing is what I'm trying to say. You see, whenever you would like to prove Islam is wrong, I have no problem with that. But however, at least try to be more polite. I
Okay,
have not seen like
can
across
I use the
anyone
same word? Can I
fighting
use
with
the
it.
same
Come
word your
on,
prophet? Can I use the same word your
come on.
prophet? Can I use the same word your prophet he used to us? He says we are like donkeys.
Where he said, yeah, you are donkeys.
If I show
Did he
you,
say that?
if I show you, you will allow me to call your prophet donkey, or still you have a problem?
No, I cannot say. I cannot allow that.
You see, Faris, you are being hypocrite. Yes, your prophet he says that we are,
See,
yeah, he said
did
that.
he say that?
Yes, he
Please,
said that.
please.
Yes, he said that. Yes, he said that. And you speak Arabic. I do not even need to translate for you in English, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. It's in front of
أتكلم
you.
العربي.
Okay, here we go.
لحظة شوية.
Read it for us.
لحظة. Yeah, wait there, just a second. Let me just give me 5 seconds. No. فقالوا رب where yeah مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لما يحملوها كمثل الحمار. You see, this is referring number one to the Jews, and it's not. Wait a minute. Hello.
So it's okay. Okay, so you are saying to me, be polite. So if you're a prophet, he says that to the Jews. That's mean he did not say it to us. No, he says those who carry the Torah. We carry the Torah too. The Torah is our book, in case you do not know. This is how ignorant you are. So when your prophet says that the Jews and the Christians are a bunch of donkeys, and then if I say Muhammad is a donkey, you get upset. So why he can call me donkey, I cannot call him a donkey?
Wait. You see, this verse. You see, at that time, there were. I mean, how I can say, Jews who were following.
At that time. Okay, I'm calling your prophet at that time because he's dead. Thank you. Hello. I mean, Faris, did you notice that Muslims, when they talk to me, they are not smart? Have you ever a Muslim speaking to me and he was smart? Be honest with me, including you. Look at you.
You see,
at that time. Okay, I'm calling your prophet at that time because he's dead now. So if somebody, okay, how they are the donkeys, but your prophet is the one who he think that the father of Mary is Umran. Who is the donkey here? Who is the donkey who he think that the father of Abraham is Azar? Who is the donkey who he think that Mary is the sister of Aaron? Who is the donkey who says that the Pharisee he met with Musa? Who is the donkey who think that Haman is the minister of the Pharaoh? Who is the donkey? I mean, this is the donkey. Who is the donkey who believed that the ant, she was hurt by Suleiman, and Suleiman have a flying carpet? And you are talking about donkeys. Do you really believe in flying carpet, Faris?
About the flying carpet?
Yeah. Do you believe in the flying carpet? Huh?
بساط الطائر.
Yeah, بساط الطائر. Yeah, flying carpet. Yeah, do you believe in that?
ما صراحة I have never heard about it. I will be honest with you.
I'm asking,
I have not.
my friend, I'm
Wait.
asking you honest question too.
Perhaps, yeah.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah,
Okay,
the answer is
what do you think? If somebody
okay.
believe in flying carpet, is he a donkey?
No, I will not say anything about that. Wait a minute.
So what he
This,
is?
you
What he
always
is?
controlling the
Okay, hold on.
conversation.
Somebody believe in flying carpet. What he is? He's a donkey. He's a horse. He's a mule. He's an alligator. Give me a name.
You see, there are miracles at that times. Okay, there are miracles.
This is a miracle, but this
You
flying
see,
carpet can
when
carry
I start
600,000 chairs.
wait. You see, Christians, I mean, Chief is always controlling the conversation. And I mean, no one can debate you. I will be honest
Why?
with that.
Why? You're
Even
talking.
Zachariah,
Why? Did I hang
even
up
if
on you? Did I mute you? No, I'm asking you. You are not answering.
no,
I said, you said to me
yeah,
it's a
but
miracle. How this is a miracle? How this is a miracle? Explain
you
to
see,
us.
once you finish, please give me the time. Yeah. No problem,
Go
no
ahead.
problem. The thing is, let me tell you something. Did you finish?
Yeah,
Okay,
finish.
thank you so
I'm going
much.
to
Okay.
take a nap. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. You see, there are miracles happening at that time, like you were about saying about the flying carpet or whatever. Isn't that about Jesus? Like you see, for someone like I would say the atheist, he will not believe neither in this, neither in that. But if he has like trying to differentiate, like he will say, did someone raise people from the death? He will say that is much more unbelievable. Did you get my point?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Like
Because many people they want to see
you
by
see,
their eyes. No problem. But this is
you
we are
see,
talking about.
people at that
But we are
time.
talking about stupid stories like flying carpet. What about the shaitan sleeping with the wives of Suleiman? What do you think about that?
No, nothing on that. Wait a minute. Always controlling the conversation.
What?
You see, I'm here. You see, it's up to you. I did not come here to debate at this moment, really. I have like 3 messages and 1 request. It's up to you if you would like to hear it or not. Hello?
Faris?
Can I
just wait.
Yeah.
I got a question. I got a question from an aunt. An aunt, she is asking Faris as a Muslim, what do you feel about the story of Prophet Solomon? He heard the ant talking to her friends. What is your feeling about that? This is an ant. She's asking.
It's possible.
I just found the ant in the window, in my window. What do you think about this question? Do you have an answer for this ant? How the Prophet Solomon he was ant to hear the ant when the ants are deaf and mute?
You see, there are about the ant language. He just understood it, but he did not speak
No,
with
it
the
says
ant.
he heard her speech. He says
okay.
that he heard her speech. He was amused by her speech.
Yes.
So speech. Did she speak?
تتخاطر فيما بينها. تتخاطر. So he understood it.
She said, it says قالت. You speak Arabic. You says Arabic. You speak Arabic. She said قالت. The ant she's read it. حتى إذا أتوا إلى وادي النمل قالت نملة يا أيها النمل قالت. She said, not that the communicate. She said it says, and not only that, he look. Do you see what the Quran is saying? He laughed at her words. Do you see? He laughed at her words.
فتبسم, not laughed. ضحك. ضحك شيطان تبسم. He smiled.
He laughed. No, تبسم. You know, Faris. I feel sorry for you. Read carefully with me. It says فتبسم ضاحكا. So he did 2 things. He smiled and he was laughing at the same time. So don't teach me Arabic. You do not speak Arabic. Now good. Here. So how Suleiman he heard the ant communicating, as you said. I'm not going to use the word of the Quran. I will go with your word because you are making a new Quran. Okay. How he heard the ant communicating. But Suleiman, he is not an ant, and the only way for him to know what they are saying is to be an ant, because they are not talking. Ants, they communicate by 2 ways. Ants, they communicate by 2 ways, either chemical or vibration. And both
once you're done, please tell me.
What?
Okay. Whenever you finish, please tell me.
I'm done. Okay, how he was able to hear her speech if they are either using chemical to communicate or to do vibration. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. You see, I just would like to make one note, then I will do my best.
Mm.
You see, I'm a Christian. You're hearing that? I mean, just for a message for the Christians.
Mm.
You see, this is not a debate. This is just questioning for us. I have no problem really with that, but just for the purpose of understanding to the Christians. He just Christian parents, what he's doing, he just make himself in the position of asking position always. I mean, question after question after question after question. You see, and I have said to Mr. CP, it will be better for you. You see, even if you debated me, just an assumption, even if you debated me, you will prove nothing. Like you
Faris,
see, there is,
Faris.
you
You
did
see,
it
I
in
gave you the
20
time to
years.
talk. I give you the
Yeah,
time to talk. What you start doing? You start giving us a speeches about right and wrong. Where is the answer? How Suleiman was able
you
to
see,
hear something cannot be
although
heard. If this is not words, how the Quran say words? How he can hear?
this is, you see,
And by the way, you are the one who said,
miracle.
you are the one who said that Allah he taught him the
Miracle.
language. Hold on.
cannot
Did Allah teach him the language of the birds? Yes or no?
وأوتي منطق الطير.
Okay,
Yes.
so Allah taught Sulaiman the
وأوتي
language.
منطق.
Okay, he taught him the language of the birds. He understand the ants. What's wrong with your God? So I send you to school to learn the language of the birds, and then Sulaiman turned that he understand the language of the ants. Explain to me how this happened.
Also possible. It's possible. At that, you see, miracle is something you cannot explain.
No, but Allah he said what he
Explain.
taught him. Allah he said he taught him the language of the bird. He did not say I taught him the language of the ants. So okay, I send you to school to study Chinese, and then you sit with the German and you translate to me German, but you learn Chinese supposedly. So how Allah he taught him the language of the birds, and then he understand the language of the ants?
Possible, really. You see,
Absolutely,
there
it's
is any
possible.
restriction.
Everything is possible in
There is
Islam.
any
That's what we are
restriction. He
talking
did not
about.
understand only that. Only was having only one miracle.
Okay, no, hold on. Show me where in the Quran here it says that Allah he taught him the language. As long Allah he told us what he taught him. That's mean this is what he taught him. What he taught him? He taught him the language of the birds. Correct? Okay. So is the ants are birds?
No, they're not. They are not.
Okay, so how Allah he taught him the language of the birds, and yet Sulaiman he understand the language of the ants?
Just only Sulaiman was having only one miracle. Only one miracle.
I don't care about how many. All of them they are funny and stupid. Name one for me. Name one for me is not funny. Name one for me of miracle of Sulaiman in the Quran is not funny and stupid. What about the Hudhud, who is the minister of irrigation, and his job is to find women who have no hair in their legs? The same chapter 27, verse number 20. Sulaiman, okay, is it true? Is it true that Sulaiman he have an army of a chicken?
Not a chicken.
Army of what then?
You see,
army of what? Army of what? Army of what?
You're mocking.
Army of what? You tell me. Okay, Sulaiman he have an army of what? Hold on. Okay, Sulaiman army is contain what? I'm listening.
I will not run really.
What?
Only make your position.
I'm asking you. Okay, Sulaiman army contain what?
You see what?
What contain? Is it true? It's contain genie and men and birds. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, is it chicken birds? Is a chicken considered birds?
Yes, there is.
So Sulaiman he have a general chicken?
No.
In his army?
General chicken?
Yeah. Lieutenant, captain, major. It says army of birds.
Wait. You see, he did not find
go
one
back,
of these
go back
birds.
first. Go back to verse number 17 first. It says that Allah he gave Sulaiman an army which is contained of jinn and a human and birds. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The birds of who they are in the army of Sulaiman. Who are they? Give me what kind? Are they ducks? By the way, once I was Faris, I will tell you a true story. Once I was attacked by a rooster.
No, I don't care about your stories, Christian Prince.
No, come on, please respect my feeling. You are hurting my feeling now because this is my history. I have been attacked by a rooster. An army of roosters? What is that? What he have there? He have roosters?
Birds only. You see, birds are only just rooster or chickens only.
Okay, you tell me. I'm asking you. See, you are the Muslim. You are the Muslim. I'm not. I'm asking you. The army of Sulaiman contain what? You tell me. Say chicken, KFC. What? Okay. What the army of Sulaiman birds contain? I'm listening. Go ahead.
You see, any kind of طيور جارحة. You see, if he has an army, maybe he has like طيور جارحة.
طيور جارحة, guys, طيور جارحة is saying like eagle and etc. This is false. Let me show you. Here we go. You are the one who start reading the hudhud. Is the hudhud from طيور جارحة?
You see, I said any type of any birds.
No, no,
maybe
no, 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 no,
maybe.
no. You said no. Here we go.
Yes,
let us see a
yes.
high rank officer in the army of Suleiman, and it's mentioned in the Quran.
What kind of bird?
Hold on, here we go.
Kind of bird?
This is a high rank. This is a high rank officer. So, listen. Is that he was a general? Is that because he have like those things in his head? So Muhammad made him general. So what he is? What he is?
He was a general.
So why Suleiman? He check him by name. I mean, okay, there's he have millions of birds. How he find out that this bird is missing? This is general. Is because he's a Roman? Is that because he's a Roman?
Do you see Christians? You always control the conversation.
For sure, I control the conversation because I have knowledge. You don't. I'm asking you why this guy is missing and how Suleiman he is so interested in fighting this guy. Who is this guy? Explain to us. Here we go. People are listening.
Which guy? Which guy do you mean?
The bird in the front of us on the screen. This guy. The army of Suleiman. The army of Suleiman contain birds. Okay, and the Quran mentioned one of the names of the birds which is in his army. Here we go in front of you.
I don't know. Just I cannot mute those two. Wait, just give me a few seconds. هذا الهدهد اوكي
هذا الهدهد اي والله هذا الهدهد شنو هذا؟ يعني بطها البيضاء بطها شنو البيضاء هذه بيضة الدجاج هذه. اسمع listen. So what is the job of this bird in the army? What is the job of this bird in the army of Suleiman? I'm listening.
Wallah, I will be honest with you. I don't know what is exactly because.
What do you mean you don't know? This guy is a big general. What's wrong with you? Don't you see the ranks in his head?
Who told you? Who told you he's a big general?
Well, so how a king he check a person who is? I mean, he have millions of birds. Why only this one? He is a problem for him.
Who really knows what Suleiman, peace be upon him, he thought about that? But he said, "Why I have not seen this bird?"
Why? I mean, okay, how many birds you have? 10 chickens? Okay, hold on. Okay, the army of Suleiman, which is army of birds, how many birds there is?
How the number you mean?
Yeah, how many birds he have in his army? Millions, must be. Oh, it's an army. No. So how a king he was able to notice that Mr. Abdul Bird is missing? What happened?
You see, let me tell you something about the prophet.
Faris, excuse me. I saw two Muslim birds having nikah. I don't know if you see this. They are having nikah in the picture. Two Muslim birds. The hudhud. This is his. I think this is his wife. By the way, this is halal.
You see, Christopher.
He's doing muta.
You see that? Pathetic, really, Christopher.
What I mean, okay, isn't it your prophet? He says that Allah he made it from the nation like you and etc. And they are Muslims.
Once you're done, please tell me. You see, okay. I'm here. You see, it's up to you, really, whether you want to accept or not.
Brother, listen. Okay, hold on, Faris. Look, okay, I have a proof now that the hudhud is a Muslim. He is killing a lizard in the front of us. Is it true that the prophet he ordered to kill lizard? Is it true? Is it true that the prophet he ordered to kill lizard? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And now, do you see this guy? Do you see this guy? Here we go. This is the proof that this is a person who believes in Allah and he's a prophet. He is killing a lizard. Isn't it? This is a miracle, brother?
Just a second. I will call you back. I will not run. I will call you back. Someone is ringing my,
Who's someone? My home. The bird? The bird in your door? You have a messenger from Suleiman coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, Suleiman, a messenger is coming to his door. All right. Yeah, don't do like the Muslim who says to me, I will go to the bathroom 5 minutes, and since 20 years ago, he don't come back. I hope you will call back. Okay. All right. It's always funny to talk to Muhammadan. I mean, they are desperately trying to defend their cult, but it's stupid cult. I mean, what you can do, what this is? Army of birds, and Allah, he taught him the language of the birds, but yet he understand the ants. And he heard the speech, he laughed at the speech of the ant, but then don't talk, they are mute. They are deaf. I mean, how silly it is. It's a good entertainment, isn't it? Oh boy. And I'm sure you will believe in Islam right now. I mean, this is, look at this. And by the way, the Prophet of Allah, he says, the one who kill a lizard, Allah will give him an extra reward. Mm. Eh? Why? Anyone knows why the lizard is an enemy to Allah too? This guy, he says, we have a scale to judge what hadith is da'if and what hadith is strong. My friend, the da'if hadith is still accepted. This is why it's called da'if. This is showing me your ignorance. Da'if hadith is not rejected. This is why it's called da'if. The reason it's called da'if, it's mean it's accepted. Otherwise, it's going to be called rejected, not da'if. So Muslims, when they try to defend the stupidity of their cult, they come with a very there is a sheikh, his name Sheikh Hamza. He said the argument of weak hadith is a weak argument. Perfect. Even your sheikh is making fun of you, because today anyone you speak to him, he says to you weak hadith, weak hadith. Anything, even the one is not weak, weak hadith. The Quran is weak hadith. What weak hadith? We are showing you Quran. Same time, who said to you that weak hadith is not accepted? Search right now, search in Google, YouTube, Sheikh Hamza, weak hadith is a weak argument. Let him spank you, you sheikh. You know, weak hadith is accepted. That's mean it have a rank. I am the ignorant, it is you who is the ignorant. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to play the video, but I will search for it and I will post it for you. You watch it and you laugh at yourself. This is your sheikh teaching in the TV and teaching in the mosque that weak hadith is accepted, did not flunk. Poor nation. Okay, brother, this is your sheikh, brother, is teaching you about weak hadith. Do you see it, brother? If I play it for you, they will say this is copyright, brother. So I'm not going to play it, but I will post it for you. All right? Now go and see how your sheikh, he laugh at you when you say this is a weak hadith. He say weak hadith did not flunk. It's accepted. It is accepted. It pass. I'm just quoting him. It pass. So stop the game of weak hadith. You see, Islam is weak. And by the way, by saying weak hadith, you destroy Islam. Do you know why? Do you know why? If Islam is based on the hadith and in the Quran, and now Muslims are confused about what is a trustworthy and what is not, and everyone have his own opinion. As an example, a Sheikh Al-Albani, he said this is sahih. The other Sheikh, he say no, this is not sahih. So Muslims are so confused about what is sahih, what is not sahih. So how we can follow Islam? Islam is not, Islam is not exist, because how Islam can be exist if the Quran is not enough? And just to show you how funny Islam is, isn't it your prophet, he says don't write hadith? Just to show you how funny the Muslims are. Your prophet, he order you not to collect hadith. I mean, this is the best comedy ever. Guys, read carefully. The prophet said, don't take down anything from me, and he who took it down anything from me except the Quran, he should efface it, erase it. Okay, look how stupid this cult is. He just said to you, don't write that, you wrote it there. He just said to you, don't write what I say, and then you say the prophet said don't write what I say. I mean, how stupid this cult is. And this is sahih. Do you see it? So according to your prophet, hadith should not be exist, should not be written. So how Islam can be practiced? And now we have Muslims say to us that hadith is weak and da'if and shish kebab, hummus. falafel. What a stupid cult. And then they say to us, the word of Allah is protected. If Islam is not based on the word of Allah, so where is the protection? And even the goat ate the Quran. By the way, this goat until now is missing. I posted a picture of the goat in Facebook, and somebody contacted me. He said he found the goat. He want his reward. I was joking, guys. I don't mean it. I mean, this guy, he found a goat looked like the same goat as the one I posted the picture for her. And now he is saying, I want the reward. I was joking. Hello? Man, what's wrong with you? The goat we are talking about is exist in the time of the Prophet. And by the way, this is a holy goat. Faris, what happened to you, Faris? As I was expecting. A guy, a sheikh, was debating me many years ago. He said to me, he want to go to the bathroom for 5 minutes. Since then, he did not get out of the bathroom. I'm just somebody in the door. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we are not going to keep it longer. I hope you guys have a good time. You can download the video. I'm not going to keep it there for long. I want to say thank you for all those who support us by downloading or by donating or by whatever you do. I really appreciate you all. And final statement about what will happen between USA and Iran. I believe USA is going to hit Iran, but they are preparing for it. So depending on how fast they prepare, they are taken into surprise. Trump, he was not expecting the Iranian to dare to shoot down an airplane for USA, and this is why he hesitated to take any action against Iran, because simply USA is not ready to attack. Iranian, they do not need to deploy army. They are there. This is their land. So they have hundreds of thousands of fighters in the ground. So in order for you to fight such a huge country, you have to prepare for what to come. Hold on, we have Abdul. We have a fish. Yes, Abdul, brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. Hold on, you said to me stop lying. Why?
Yes, because you're lying. You're
About
lying
what?
on
About
the
what?
on the Middle East issue, man.
Why?
You're straight up lying.
Why?
No, brother.
Like what?
America are the biggest terrorists. You say those Al Qaeda. These are they are responding to America attacking them.
Okay, hold on. Al Qaeda is sponsored by America. I agree with you, but is Al Qaeda, when they shout the Quran or they shout the Constitution of Allah?
They take the Quran as moral.
Okay,
thing.
but does the
Like
Quran? But does the Quran? Okay, show me one thing. Okay, show me one thing Al Qaeda did is against Islam or ISIS.
One thing.
Yeah,
okay.
just one.
Allah said you're not allowed to destroy trees, attack, hurt women.
Okay, hold on. One by one. Allah, he said, don't destroy trees. Where he said that?
No, it was Prophet Muhammad, hadith by Allah. So during war.
Okay, read this hadith with me. Read this hadith with me.
Yes.
Why you are lying to me? Because I am young? Because I'm... Why you are lying to me, huh?
No, I'm not gonna give you candy, man.
So apologize for being a liar. You call me a liar, you are the liar. You said the Prophet did not allow... Why you are lying? Why you are lying to me?
Let's see. No, because that's not true.
Not true? Okay, here we go. This is Sahih al-Bukhari.
They are killing Muslims too, man.
Okay, and your Prophet, he killed Muslims too. Your Prophet in the Quran says kill Muslims too. I will show you. Apologize for lying about the trees and etc.
Let me first see this.
Well, this is hard to see it.
No. Look, the Prophet burnt the date palm trees of Bani al-Nadir. As I said, the following poetic verse about this event: the terrible burning of Abu has been received by the nobles of Bani Luwai. the mass nobles of the Quraysh, Abu Sufyan bin al-Harith, i.e. the Prophet's cousin, who was still a disbeliever then, Brother Hassan, saying the poetic verses, may Allah bless it, burning, I said, all its i.e. Medina's parts on the burning fire, you will see it was far.
So you see how big the fire is. Why you lie to us and says the Prophet says don't burn trees? Why Muslim they lie always? They make articles.
Is it Sahih?
No, this is not Sahih. Here we go. See the game? Sahih. Yes, this is Sahih. You want to spank yourself?
It's reliable.
It is Sahih, yeah. It's a Bukhari. Do you want to spank yourself for lying? Because I can't spank you from here.
Is it Sahih?
It is Sahih.
Is it Sahih?
Are we going to repeat this forever? It is Sahih. It is Sahih here in Bukhari. I want you to spank yourself, and I want to hear it because I can't spank you from here. Spank yourself. I want to hear it.
No.
What do you have to spank yourself? You said I am a liar, and I got you busted, and everybody is laughing at you, and your Prophet was burning trees, and he's proud about it. So why you are lying to us? Spank yourself. Life on air.
When did I say that you're a liar? Look, you're lying again.
You said
now.
you are lying about the Middle East, you know, the America-based terrorists,
Yeah,
and
but I
Al
didn't say you
Qaeda,
were
and then I
lying.
says to you, okay, Al Qaeda are doing what Allah Prophet said or not? You said to me, no, I got you busted. You said to me right away. You said to me, the Prophet says don't kill the trees, even trees, and you are going to say women. I can show you killing women and babies and children. Did your Prophet says you can kill children?
No, of course not. Children's not.
What about? Are you sure?
Look, children, they haven't sinned or anything yet, right?
Really?
They don't know
Okay.
about events,
If
so
I
that's why.
if I show you the reference, are you willing to spank yourself aloud, and everybody will
wait,
hear it?
unless if those children have swords or weapons.
Unless they are children who sword with weapon. He just said something. No, they don't have sword. I will show you stories about children who have no swords, and your Prophet says it's okay to kill them. What you would do?
Show me, man.
I'm asking you, are you willing to spank yourself?
No, I'm not gonna spank myself.
Why?
Brother. You should
So okay, how I can spank? How I can spank you now?
No, man, you need to spank yourself.
Okay,
man.
read the story here.
You getting?
Okay, did he kill a boy? This is
says,
your Quran. This is your Quran.
Wait,
Allah is teaching a prophet, Musa, that killing boys is good. Read it. This is Quran. Are you going to say to me this is weak? This is weak Quran?
Okay. Then they proceeded till they met a boy. He, Khidr, killed him. Moses said, have you killed an innocent person who had killed none? Verily, you have committed a thing, nukra, a great munkar, prohibited evil, dreadful thing. So, yes. So it says, have you killed a boy? That's not allowed. Why did you kill him? And Qadr, you know, he performed a sin.
He performed a sin. Okay. Now you deserve double spanking because the one is talking is Allah. How Musas were ignorant and he sent Musas to learn from Al-Khadr, you idiot. So here you will see Al-Khadr is teaching Musas why he killed him. Read according to Allah. Because Allah told him.
I didn't get. Let me see. Wait, who's Qadr? He's a person, right?
Al-Khadr is a prophet. He is teaching even Musas. He's higher than Musas. Allah, he sent Musas to learn from Al-Khadr. The Khadr is the one who owned a whale, and he owned the fountain of youth. Do you know the fountain of youth? The water, if you drink from, you live forever. This is why he's called Al-Khadr. Do you know what Al-Khadr mean?
Oh, Khadr, who lives forever.
What Al-Khadr mean?
Someone who lives forever.
So how he live forever?
By his spirit, not his soul. Not his.
Why he's God?
Spirit.
He's God.
No. But
okay, how he live forever? I'm asking you how he will live forever. Is it true that Muslim you say that Al-Khadr he was in the funeral of Noah and he was in the funeral of Moses and he was in the funeral of Aaron and he was in the funeral of the Prophet Muhammad? Okay, why this guy he live forever? Do you know?
Oh, he will live until the judgment day.
Why he live? Why he is so he's not dying? Why? Is that because he drink from the fountain of youth?
What you mean by fountain of
Okay,
youth?
we will go back to the different later. So now this guy, he killed the boy, and Allah inspired him to kill the boy. Why?
And as for the boy, his parents were disbelievers, and we feared lest he should oppress them by rebellion and disbelief. So this is referring also to the story in the Injil, the previous book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where he
Injil?
ordered
What Injil? We don't have. What was Al Khadr in Injil? In Injil, we have a guy. His name is Al Khadr.
I'll explain to you.
Okay.
In the Injil, the previous book of Allah, Moses, he ordered the killing of any man or boy when he attacked.
No,
the
this is
village.
not okay. Okay, so now you agree that Islam. Okay, so do you agree in Islam you can kill boys? Yes or no?
The ones who would probably.
Oh, it says here a boy. This is even a boy of a Muslim family. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but boy, he might be 18 years old or something, man.
It's a boy. How a boy? He is 18 years old. He would be a man. It says a boy. And it says he did not kill anyone. Even Moses, he said he commit no sin. Why you killed him?
Yes, but if a boy, has a sword, 12-inch.
It says he did kill nobody. He's a Muslim. He is a Muslim, son of a Muslim family. His family are believers, and he was playing with his friends. Okay, listen. I'm gonna ask you how it's okay, how to kill this boy. What is the Islamic way to kill a boy like this? If there's a halal way, if there's a kosher way.
Animals, we cut the throat.
Let me show you how your prophet. Let me show you how your prophet how he killed the boy. Read with me carefully. So after they left the ship, taking their way in the foot until they met a boy who had not yet reached the property, playing with other boys. You say to me, sword, you lying to us? Shame on you. Among whom his face was fairest. You don't like his face. And Al-Khadr slew him by slitting his throat with a knife, while he lay down, and by tearing his head off with his hand, or by smashing his head against the wall. Are you there?
Yes.
So what you are saying to me, lying to us, you say ISIS is not Islam and Qaeda is not Islam. I want you to spank. Now you don't hear me now. Hello. I want you to spank yourself 3 times, and I want to hear it. Don't tell me you are not hearing me. You hear me. Hello. Here we go. He played deaf now.
No, my internet connection was bad.
Okay, so are you going to spank yourself?
Hello.
Just get lost. We give you live spank as always. I mean, if you check the bombs of those Abdul who call me, you will find my fingerprint in every one of them over his ass. And I bought a special detergent to wash. Unbelievable. All of you have my fingerprints on you. You wanna talk to Christian Prince? Are you serious? You are expecting really to call a Christian Prince, and you will he will not get you busted. I mean, I don't even dare to debate myself. I will lose. That's why I took the mirror from my house off. I get scared. I get scared for 2 reasons. The way I look like and talking to myself. I would be like Muhammad talking to himself. Anyway, guys, so let us finish this topic about the war. I believe that Trump is going to hit Iran. He is just waiting for, I think, 3 things: deploying enough weapon and military personnel to launch such a war, which can be bigger than what he thought. So he have to get ready. So it might take some time. Secondly, he want to give the European enough time to take enough oil and store, because when the attack start, this territory here will be blocked. So he's giving a chance to the European. Okay, we'll get the oil you need, which will be enough for a few months, and get out of there. And then USA is going to attack. and they are going to teach the mullahs of Iran how to behave. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoy listening to us. You can download my video right after we finish. It take maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes to be ready. Download it, share it, because I don't keep videos on my channel, as you know. And I wish you a great Sunday. God is good, and we are always victorious. And we are grateful for the Lord that He gave us intelligence so we can be wise. The Bible says, my nation destroyed because of their ignorance. Ignorance is the biggest problem. And we are here to fight ignorance. We are not here to fight Muslims, by the way. I don't hate no one. I am here to fight ignorance. People, they die because of ignorance. People, they go to war because of ignorance. People worship some gods because of ignorance. People, they destroy their life because of ignorance. Ignorance is our enemy. And we as a human, mankind from all religions in the world, we should fight ignorance. It's very important. Ignorance should die, not a human. Right? Somebody wanna call me? Who was calling? Ah, Faris is calling. No, later, Faris. That's it. I'm done for today. Thank you. Now, you see, Faris now he heard me saying goodbye, bye-bye, and now he called me. Yeah, right. I know the game. Hey, thank you very much. Try something better. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And God bless you. Bye-bye.